Welcome to day 263 of our DeSo journey. It's a big day in our DeSo journey. I'm Ed
Coinbase Day.
Coinbase Day. Happy Coinbase Day, everyone.
Let's go.
Ed Krasenstein here with his twin brother, Brian. And we have two special guests today, 2/3 of GraffitiGuise, the NFT project that is officially launching today. And we're super excited about that. How's it going, Dylan, known as Tropics on DeSo, and Austin Kenneth? Great to have you guys back. It's great to hear your voice again, Austin. You have the most amazing voice I've ever heard. So let's first get to the news, and then we'll talk about GraffitiGuise, because GraffitiGuise is having their minting begins today. They're holding a clubhouse room today. There's a lot of excitement around that, but it's Coinbase Day. Everybody's
Coinbase Day.
This
Wait, I feel like I should have champagne to pop, but how about pop my kombucha top off?
No tropics party.
So the announcement came yesterday, late morning, early afternoon, depending on the time zone you are in the United States. And DeSo's coming to Coinbase Pro today, hopefully at around noon Eastern time, depending on liquidity. It should be there, I assume. And it can begin trading. And, we don't know what's going to happen with price action, but yesterday the price jumped. I think it was up to like 170 or so for a little bit. And it settled in around 130, where it sits right now around 135 on blockchain. There are a few other exchangers that had super high prices like Hotbit, and that kind of threw things off on some of the sites that document the prices of cryptos based on various exchanges. But I think blockchain is probably the best price right now until the Coinbase listing comes, and then we're gonna, who knows what happens. But I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of excitement. And it's just a great day.
Yeah, so I know a lot of people were looking at CoinMarketCap all day yesterday, like trying to figure out the price. And at one point I saw it in the $200 to $400 range on CoinMarketCap. And the reason that price was so high is because it takes an average of the major exchanges that are dealing with DeSo, and Hotbit was one of them. And for some reason, they had super low volume, and the price was at over $1,000 there, so it skewed the entire average. But I think like it was trading probably in real life around 150, 160 at one point, dropped back down to like 130. But this is super exciting. This is news we've all been waiting for. We knew it was coming. Natter kept promising it was coming. It was a matter of when, not if. And if it's finally here, and I think we're going to see some fireworks in the days to come. I also know that Maybeam posted she's been working on the code behind integrating Coinbase since 7 months ago. And I can only imagine how awesome it is to finally get the listing. And this is taking it to the next level. And it's going to add some legitimacy to people who might have said, hey, I can't even buy and sell it. Because even us, we could not sell DeSo because we're in Florida and it doesn't work with blockchain. Not that we wanted to or we are, but there's a lot of people in the same boat as we were.
Are you stoked, Tropics? Are you like really excited about this?
I mean, I'm super excited, obviously being in day one, just like you guys since, March. And it's just amazing to see how far we've come after building a strong foundation of community and the team coming out and everything with DeSo. It's just amazing to finally see the day to come that we're going to be hitting Coinbase Pro. So I think it's ultimately great for accessibility of new users that want to learn about DeSo, and also, for price action, right? Real price discovery for the mass adoption and mass users. So I think it's a great thing moving forward to have the support of the Coinbase Pro, and hopefully in the future it could turn to just Coinbase, so it's even more users.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
Like what a better person to have on this show than you, because like you were the first person I think we met like in real life, because we walked into that Miami meetup and you greeted us back in, I think it was early June. So it's like everything comes around, and it's nice to have you on the show to celebrate this I guess small victory in a long battle for decentralized social media supremacy.
Yeah, we're just so early on decentralized social media. I think the wave of like you could build community online is happening right now. And I think in 2022, people will see the realization that decentralized social media is inevitable, and DeSo blockchain is the best layer, right, to build it on top of, because the transaction fees and the amount of users and I think we're heading in the right direction for sure, and we're super early.
Yeah, so trading was taking place on blockchain yesterday, but the liquidity is not really there. There's very low supply, very low trading activity. But on DeSo, on Diamond App, and on BitCloud, it was selling, and I heard people say they were, while the price was saying it was like 149 or so, it was actually charging them like 170 to buy it. So people were paying a lot of money on Diamond App for it, even though it was listed lower on blockchain. So once Coinbase hits, we're going to see what happens. There's going to be people who are going to ape into it. But there's also going to be people who have been holding for a while that might want to get out at a higher price. So it's going to be a roller coaster ride, but I don't think anybody should really get overly emotional either way. Like, if it shoots up to $500, in the long run, it doesn't really mean much. And if it drops back down to $100 in the long run, it doesn't mean too much. I think you just got to zoom out and see the whole big picture. Look ahead 5 years from now and imagine what decentralized social could be.
Well, and something I want to point out is that we noticed a trend yesterday of a lot of people selling creator coins. And I think people might be thinking to themselves, hey, I want to move someone to Coinbase just so I can trade it. So maybe they're liquidating some creator coins. So if you had your coin sold off, I think we all did have a little bit sold off. Like, it just don't even think about that. And I think as we move forward, there's going to be a whole new wave of people who are going to be interested in creator coins. And we might get that excitement we had back in March and April and May, where creator coins were all the rage, and people were buying and selling, and founder reward was being acquired by all the creators. So I hope we see that again soon. And I'm really looking forward to what the next few weeks and months are going to bring, because I know a lot of big things are happening.
Yeah, for sure. And yesterday also, Who Am I and Natter both bought into Dharmesh coin, totaling $100,000. And this came after Dharmesh exceeded 11,000 followers on DeSo and bought $11,000 worth of his coin. So his coin value is now sitting at around $19,000 or so, which is really incredible. He's awesome. He's been so awesome for the platform. Dharmesh deserves so much credit for helping promote DeSo. He's been very outspoken about it. He has like this vision of what it can be. And he's such a forward thinking guy that is great to have him on our side.
Well, it's funny because Salil Sethi was actually the one that like called out Dharmesh and said like how awesome he was. And then Natter reposted that, and then they aped into his coin. So Salil must have some pull here. And Salil, right before we went live here, said he was looking forward to seeing what we have to say. I bet he didn't realize we were going to be talking about him. What do you think, Tropics? Did you notice that they bought Dharmesh?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that people will realize is like use of utility of DeSo coin, right? You're going to be like, there's so many different transactions and exchanges that you can flood the economy of DeSo, that people don't realize that some is getting burned sometimes, some is getting used, some is getting locked forever. So, the supply is in a way deflationary when people lock into coins, or when an NFT is sold, or when some is burned. I think that really shows the utility of the DeSo blockchain and DeSo token, right? You're actually using it to engage and interact with other people. And that's what decentralized social is about, is the movement of, coins and tokens and price. And it just helps the whole economy flourish and creators create.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's important to realize, is that it is deflationary in some ways. There's so many cryptocurrencies are inflationary. Ethereum, they don't have a set limit, it increases. Solana, same thing. Bitcoin is steady, so they're not inflationary. They're going to eventually have 21 million or so Bitcoin mined. It's going to take a while to get there. But DeSo, it's mostly the vast majority is pre-mined, like 10.8 million DeSo. And like you said, it's deflationary because when you buy NFTs, some of that's locked into the artist creator coin. So it's going to be interesting. I think the demand and the supply curve is going to be interesting to follow, just because of the deflationary nature of DeSo.
Right. And hey, and before you move on to the next segment of news, we don't have a sponsor today. We actually have an auction up. It ends at 12:30 p.m. today. If you want to be the next 2-week sponsor, It's right below this post. I'll repost it right before we post this video. So if you are interested in bidding, you can.
Yeah, and if we don't have a sponsor, we don't have a sponsor, but these videos will still go on no matter what. But let's move on. Yesterday, Illuminati, the creator of Rowdy Reptilians, made a post saying, quote unquote, "So, are we coming to Coinbase NFTs or nah?" And Nader replied, and Nader's response was, "Working on it, exclamation point, smiley face." So, I mean, I think that's amazing. As many of you know, Coinbase has a new NFT platform that's launching before the end of the year, I believe. And that platform is expected to have Ethereum NFTs, Solana NFTs, and I'm guessing Tezo's NFTs as well. But apparently, Nader's working pretty hard to get DeSo NFTs on that platform as well. And I think that's going to be huge for NFTs on DeSo, huge for GraffitiGuise. You know, you guys, I think that's great for you guys. You're minting these before Coinbase comes. So I think that's going to be some added value for your project.
Yeah, go ahead. What do you think, Tropics?
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, it's amazing. I've been in the ETH space and also NFT space for almost a year now. And yesterday was the craziest day of my life with also, DeSo announcing Coinbase. But the group I moderate for, the team that I've been working for in the ETH space, Artifact, they got acquired by Nike. And that's Nike's head all and dive to the Web3 space, metaverse, clothing, like shoes. Wow. In metaverse and in real life forging. And that's something that we're kind of, doing with GraffitiGuise, but we're doing it on DeSo because of the tight-knit community. The decentralized social media allows you to connect with other humans on the other side of their public address, like those who want to communicate. And it's an easy way for us to interact. And when our primary focus and core mission for GraffitiGuise is the potential that you'll be able to own your NFT. And because of that, you get an in real life physical forged package from us, GraffitiGuise. I think that really shows the value and intimacy that you could create on DeSo. Ultimately, getting a package, receiving a package that's completely GraffitiGuise related with stickers, certificate of authenticity, patches, potential goodies. And then you get the one item that you forge that's out of 50, out of 25, out of 5, out of 1. It's pretty crazy when you think about the potential, what you could get.
So can you tell us how that works? Like, how's that going to work? So you buy it, you mint a GraffitiGuise NFT created by Austin Kenneth here. You can't see his face, you can't really hear his real voice, but you can get his artwork. What happens from there? Like, how's the forging take place? And for people who don't know what forging is, can you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, so forging is when you own an NFT item, and because you own that NFT item, you can claim an in real life item, either for a price or for free. What we are doing is we're completely free. So if you own a GraffitiGuise and your GraffitiGuise is picked for that month to be forged, that means that you can claim for free an in real life forging, which means you don't have to pay for shipping or handling. Everything's handled on our side. We want to invest in you just as much as you want to invest in us, right? So essentially, you'll have a 2-week period when it's announced that yours is getting forged to sell on secondary if you don't want that item. But once that snapshot takes place 2 weeks after, you're getting the item, and we're going to be sending a form out to get all your information. And then once that happens, we'll be sending out all of the packages for that month. And you don't know what you're going to receive. Are you going to receive the 1 out of 50, the 25 out of 50, or a different item? And that's like the special part about it is, our core focus will be the in real life forging, but there will be there are other priorities with GraffitiGuise, and it can get pretty complicated for people learning. But we're here every step of the way to teach about utility about our project.
So how many GraffitiGuise NFTs are being minted?
Yeah, so we have 888, so 888 GraffitiGuise. Our genesis is the storyboard and the storyline, the 9 of them. And we also have a special treat later for the 10th genesis to announce here. But essentially, there's 888 of them at one DeSo. Now, people may think this is a high price, but ultimately for us, we're reinvesting a lot of our DeSo back into production. So Austin I know it could be hard to understand him, but if he wants to explain the process, because we've been creating an in real life studio to forge these items, and we're repping some of like potential custom, items
Nice.
with us. So Austin, do you want to describe it?
Yeah, so in our roadmap, we actually said that we're going to be taking out 35 DeSo. So we're going to be staying hold to that and, actually taking out the 35 DeSo. I know I said on shows earlier that we're really going to be, paying attention to the quality of detail. Like as far as clothing, like it's not going to be a Gildan t-shirt. Like we're really working with like very high distributors and making sure that all of our quality control is very good. So like as far as the patches, like those actually just came in the other day. Super hyped about that. I actually put one on a dad hat for you guys to see. So yeah, just expect stuff like that. But
On top of that,
as far as the other stuff, like with the studio, we're really gonna be going crazy with this. Like every single piece of clothing or item or anything will be touched by all of us. Like we're not gonna be shipping stuff out to be, say screen printed on shirts or, weaving in hats on patches and stuff like that. We're all going to be doing that in-house. The 35 DeSo will be going towards, say, screen printing materials, other printing materials, a vinyl cutting machine, just all different tools and materials that we're really going to need to actually hone in and, like really just show you guys that we're going to be of quality. And, I just can't stress this enough that me putting my name on the line, you guys will definitely see that anything that I put my name to holds its value. And, that's the whole reasoning as to why I'm trying to keep myself anonymous and, project this whole anonymity is to have my art speak for itself.
Yeah, you're like Diamond Hands too, right?
You're doing a better job keeping yourself undercover though than Natter did. I must say.
I try to help Natter like he knows, but it was pretty funny. But yeah, no, just
look
like
who's here.
Chazin's here, the third member of the GraffitiGuise team. Welcome, Chazin.
What's up, guys? Sorry about that. It's busy 2 days today. I'm sure you guys have already spoken about it.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I mean, we're all excited about GraffitiGuise. It's crazy. I was checking out your NFT z.zone and the average your NFTs are selling for right now are 6 DeSo a piece, which is really incredible. And I know we've been talking, we've been trying to make sure everything's working right. When your NFTs are minted, they're going to have traits, and you're going to be able to sort by those traits on nftz.zone. If you go to graffitiguise.nftz.zone, you'll be able to see those traits essentially as they come in. So I'm excited about that as well.
Yep, 100%. And yeah, today is rolling whitelist starting at 11 a.m. Eastern, and then it's going to go towards the public mint in the afternoon. To just stay in touch with us. But yeah, no, the Genesis are going well because what we are doing is not only do you get the NFT of the Genesis, but you also get an in real life physical forge. And that leads us to Genesis 10. And we want to show you the possibilities. Obviously, we've showed you the patches, potential forges in real life of what we could get to with no inventory yet. But Genesis 10, we wanted to build something special, right? So Austin Kenneth designed a special vertical GraffitiGuise custom NFT that we haven't minted yet, but he provided the digital copy, and he wanted to show what better way to do that to turn it into real life. So what I would have with you today is a special Genesis 10 one-of-one custom physical version. I know it's backwards, but we have the exact digital copy, and this is hand painted by Austin himself.
That's awesome.
With the GraffitiGuise, and the special back, says no prints by the one and only Austin Kenneth, and with some scribbles and stuff. So this is the custom one-of-one GraffitiGuise, and this is like a wooden panel, and we basically have the NFT of this. So the Genesis 10, whoever gets the Genesis 10 will have this shipped out to them.
Wow. That's
That's
amazing.
awesome.
That's such a great
So
idea. I
just to
love
show
that.
you the possibilities of what we want to do with in real life physical copies, you'll get this and you'll get the certificate of authenticity to just show that like you own the actual physical.
So when's that drop? When's the NFT for that drop?
We're gonna drop this right after the show too.
Oh, wow. Awesome. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then you're going to be in a clubhouse room today at 1:30 p.m. Eastern time, talking more about the minting process, talking more about your NFTs, talking more about the forging process, and also about the whole Coinbase news that we had today. I think it's, you couldn't have picked a better day to do this. I think everybody's so hyped about DeSo NFTs. I think it's a great day.
Yeah, it's definitely complicated, I would say, our roadmap, but again, like we want to be transparent as possible. So we wanted to send everything. Everything's on GraffitiGuise.com, minting, rarities, traits to get to NFTZ, right? Everything. We want to make it as easy and accessible as possible for people to learn about the space and show, again, real utility of GraffitiGuise, right? This is just one example. Imagine getting an item because you hold an NFT. But imagine that item also having utility in the future of our community, right? Airdrops, utility, perks, rewards. Like that's all we want to do. And that's why we wanted to like surprise you guys with, I know Austin worked very hard on this and he can even talk about it a little bit too. But yeah, the clubhouse is going to be a great way to learn about DeSo, to learn about the Coinbase listing, and also about our GraffitiGuise event.
Yeah, I mean, that's like the
day.
future. That's the future of NFTs, is having these offline pieces of art as well, or utility. Like you guys are combining all these great ideas into one project, and that's what I love about what you're doing.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I think that closes out what we have today. We did want to mention one thing Tyne posted yesterday about the daily verified user accounts that topped 700 yesterday, which is really awesome. So those are the people who have been verified with their ID, 700 people yesterday. So it's growing. DeSo is growing. I think the Coinbase listing is just the beginning. I think things are going to really explode now in the coming days and weeks ahead. I think the NFT space is going to get big. Coinbase is going to start listing DeSo NFTs hopefully sometime in the near future. It's just a great day for DeSo in general.
Well, and I think that 700 number we saw yesterday, that's just the start. I mean, it's not even trading on Coinbase. Imagine when people start trading on Coinbase and they're made aware of DeSo. I think that number is just going to go up and up and up. At least that's what we're hoping.
And I think the core team, Natter, Fast Freddy, Maybeam, Lazy Nina, Megan Vita, Alex Valatis, they all deserve a round of applause. And I think we should all give them a round of applause because they really worked their butts off to get us where we are right now. And I think this is just a start. It's the beginning of the future of DeSo.
They're builders. They're special builders. Because a lot of other blockchains are failing and unsustainable in trying to do social media decentralized. So it's really special to see that we actually have a working project and they're working with us to create, a better product that will make sense for the future of, the blockchain and Web3.
Exactly. So I just want to give one story before we close this out. Yesterday, I was in a clubhouse room. I think Brian was there too. And there's somebody that was new to DeSo. They had never heard about DeSo before. They saw, DeSo listed on Coinbase. So they wanted to check it out. So they went to the DeSo.org website. They read about it and like, wow, this is amazing. All these platforms, all these websites and apps are already built on DeSo, even before it's getting listed on Coinbase. That's amazing because, like they're used to buying these cryptos with promises. Like cryptos come out and they promise, we're going to do this. We're going to do this in the future. We're going to do this. But DeSo has already done it. There's no, you got to trust Natter to do this. It already happened. And, we're at that point already. There's a proof of concept already out there and people can realize what DeSo means by checking out all the amazing applications that have already been built on top of it. So like I said, great day for DeSo. And I know I've said that like a million times already. I'm just like super excited. And thanks again for you guys for coming on again to talk about GraffitiGuise. Best of luck with that minting process. I'm sure you're going to be successful. You've already been super successful with the sale of your Genesis pieces. Best of luck, and we'll be talking to you again later today on Clubhouse.
Thank you. Excited for the whole economy.
See you guys.
Thank you.